You're welcome back to English class with Mrs. Chineye. If you've not subscribed to my channel, do so to access the previous lessons and also to follow up on recent lessons on this channel. Today we'll be looking at adverbial clauses. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Now, in the previous video, that's the video before this one, we looked at clauses, where I told you we have uses of subordinate clauses. I mentioned adverbial clause as one of it. So I decided to take adverbial clause to explain it better, for better understanding, because it's a broad topic on its own. So today we're looking at adverbial clause. What is an adverbial clause? An adverbial clause is a subordinate clause which modifies the verb in the main clause by stating how, when, where, to what extent the action is performed. I define it again. I said an adverbial clause is a subordinate clause which modifies the verb in the main clause by stating how, when, where, to what extent the action is performed. Types of adverbial clause. The first one we want to look at is adverbial clause of place. It answers the question where. Examples in sentences. I placed the gift where no one could find it. Where did I place the gift? Where no one could find it. Therefore, where no one could find it is my adverbial clause of place. He was buried on the land he bought. Where was he buried? On the land he bought. On the land he bought is my adverbial clause of place. They were welcome wherever they went. Wherever they went is my adverbial clause of place. The next is adverbial clause of time. It answers the question when. It indicates when an action is performed. Examples in sentences. I came home when it began to rain. When did I come home? When it began to rain. When it began to rain is my adverbial clause of time. She called me just as the bell rang. When did she call me? Just as the bell rang. Just as the bell rang is my adverbial clause of time. The next one is you were small when I last saw you. When I last saw you is my adverbial clause of time. Adverbial clause of reason. It tells us why something is done. It is usually followed by because, as, since, in case, and so on. It said adverbial clause of reason tells us why something is done and is usually introduced by because, as, since, in case, and so on. Examples in sentences. I allowed him because he's my friend. Why did I allow him? I allowed him because he's my friend. Because he's my friend is my adverbial clause of reason. I'm taking extra cash in case there's no free bus. I'm taking extra cash in case there's no free bus. In case there's no free bus is my adverbial clause of what? Reason. James should go and buy it since he's less busy. James should go and buy it since he's less busy. Since he's less busy is my what? Adverbial clause of reason. Why should James go and buy it? James should go and buy it because he's less busy. Or since he's less busy, he should go and buy it. So that's my what? Adverbial clause of reason. Since he's less busy. The next is adverbial clause of manner. It answers the question how. Examples in sentences. Kemi prays the way her mother does. How does she pray? The way her mother does. The way her mother does is my adverbial clause of manner. Jane dances better than Jennifer. How does Jane dance better than Jennifer? Better than Jennifer is my adverbial clause of manner. She talks like a parrot. How does she talk? Like a parrot. Like a parrot is my what? Adverbial clause of manner. The next is adverbial clause of condition. It shows the condition under which an action is performed or an action will be performed. Adverbial clause of condition shows the condition under which an action took place or will take place. Examples. We shall go out if it doesn't rain. If it doesn't rain is the conditional statement. It's the adverbial clause of condition. We shall go out if it doesn't rain. If it doesn't rain is adverbial clause of condition. The next is you won't pass the exam unless you work hard. You won't pass the exam unless you work hard. Unless you work hard is what? Adverbial clause of condition. You can take my car key so long as you drive carefully. You can take my car keys so long as you drive carefully. So long as you drive carefully is my adverbial clause of condition. On the screen is your exercise. Do it and submit. I'm still online to take your questions. Where you don't understand, ask questions. The exercise, I'm online to take your exercise. Remember to subscribe to the channel to access more videos. Thank you.